Chicago-style pizza. You guys have done your job.
I haven't been there.
What? You guys haven't brought her no pizza? Don't bring her no pizza, that's weird. It's a style of pizza you might like. If you're a pizza fan, you might like it.
Pizza.
Okay, well then, we'll get you a coupon or something. It'll be
Oh,
nice. What, you'll take her for pizza? That is so sweet of you. You are so sacrificing. I see what you did there. So we absolutely adored your turn as Mantis. Absolutely incredible. How has this experience been for you? Were you aware of the geekdom that this could bring about?
I mean, myself, I'm a huge fan of the Marvel Universe, so getting to be a part of it was amazing, for sure, yeah.
That's awesome. That's very, very awesome. Clearly, we first encountered you in Guardians 2. You were very pivotal in that, and you played a wonderful part, being so very innocent. Now, is that really your personality, or are you a little bit more spiteful?
Oh my god, no. Yes, I am sometimes. I am like my character sometimes, but I don't know, I'm French, you know, so.
You're also very sweet. No, that's really cool.
Yeah, sure.
But okay, so you continue things with Infinity War, and right? And you played such a pivotal role in that as well. There was a moment, of course, spoilers for those 2 people.
I mean, like, who hasn't seen the movie?
There's literally 6 people in here. Yeah, we talked about it.
Okay, go home, watch it, come back.
Yeah, we talked about this. Spoiler, okay? Sorry, not sorry. What is that?
I got a question.
Yes, Lord? What's your question, sir? Take your time.
Yes.
What was that person? Who did you play? Did that person you play and Yondu have like a little thing?
That's a very personal question, sir.
No, I'm just wondering, maybe, you know.
You don't have to answer that if you
Oh,
want.
you're taking pictures? Stop!
Everyone, welcome!
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Michael Rooker! Oh, Yo, he made it. He's safe. He's safe. Oh, let me get the water now. The water fell out.
Oh, the water fell out. Yeah, that happens to me all the time.
Oh, that's so dirty. Welcome.
Oh, as long as my water didn't break, I'm okay.
Yeah, that's.
Ba-dum-bum.
Yes, that's it. Pom, be warned. This is a fun
hello,
spot.
Pom.
Yes.
How are you, Pom?
I'm good, and you?
Welcome. We haven't seen each other in a while.
I know,
It has
it's
been a
been a
while.
while, right?
It's been like, my goodness, a couple of months, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. No, we've seen each other before Russia.
Okay.
Yeah, or after. Yeah, we've seen each other after Russia. I'm gonna go back to Russia.
Really?
To Moscow.
Nice.
Yeah.
What for? I mean, is it personal?
Yeah.
Still want to know.
Yeah. Diplomatic mission. Moscow convention. They're doing a convention. I'm gonna go over there.
That's cool. I want to go too.
You want to go too?
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on. I can put you in my suitcase.
I don't believe that's legal.
I can smuggle you in. I can smuggle you in.
I mean, I'm quarter Russian, so.
Yeah, there
I'm
you
sure
go.
I can
Oh, maybe
go
you
there.
could get in free then.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody.
Michael, welcome home, sir. How are you doing today?
Thank you. It is kind of home.
That's
My
right.
old neighborhood, Division and Ashland. over
That's
there.
right. And what?
Pulaski Park is my neighborhood. I grew up in. I went to Wells High School, and yeah, go Wells! 3 people actually graduated from Wells my senior year. No, teasing. I'm teasing. No. I almost didn't. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, that happened. It happens, you know.
That's all right though.
Pom, did you go to high school in Chicago too?
Yeah, sure. Did you hear my accent? Yeah, Chicago for sure.
That's a Chicago. That's a South Side accent. South Side Chicago accent, sort of like a French thing. I don't know. South Side Quebecois.
No!
No.
I'm not Canadian. I'm
Yeah.
French.
French?
I tried twice to be Canadian. They said no twice.
No, because you're already French.
Yeah, but I was born there. So it doesn't
You were born in
count.
Canada?
Yeah. My
And
dad
they
was a
went-
diplomat.
Oh,
So I
yeah.
was born there in a French bubble. It's weird.
Does he want to come to Moscow with me?
He's dead, so no.
I did not see that coming. I did not see that coming.
It happens. We all are going to experience that one day.
Yeah, hopefully.
I've experienced it many times actually.
Well, too soon, man. Too soon. Too soon.
Oh yeah, no. Oh my God! The little death. Yes. Too many times.
Oh, I know exactly what you were going with on that one. The little death. It's very Shakespearean of you. Yeah.
You, Pom, you are amazing.
We were worried that Michael was going to come out here and say some wild stuff, wasn't he?
You know, you just don't know this woman.
I just don't.
You do not
I'm
know
innocent.
this woman. She is amazing. She did a wonderful job putting Thanos to sleep.
Hey. Now, okay. Now,
So you're the moderator. So what do you do as a moderator?
no, not moderator, referee. I'm keeping score, and right now she's got you 2-0. So I'm just throwing it out there.
Go for it.
Okay. But no. Okay. So with Infinity War, Pom, you were clearly in the right move, putting Thanos to sleep. It was working. It was working. How do you feel about Peter's outburst? Were you disappointed?
I mean, like, people criticize him, but in real
For
life,
what?
sometimes you just do things and you don't know why you do them, and it's just.
Oh, I haven't seen the movie yet.
Wait, what? No,
What
you're
happened,
joking.
guys?
Peter did something?
Peter did something dumb.
He did?
It's not
Like
him,
what?
it's the writers. It's not him.
What, that was dumb? When he got mad and
No,
started
he got
hitting
criticized,
Thanos?
but I don't agree.
Yeah, they were in the midst of a plan.
Yeah.
It was his plan.
Yeah. And then what happened?
Thanos woke up.
He woke up?
Yes.
Why was he asleep?
Because Mantis was doing her job in the plan.
Why?
Because it was the plan that Peter came up with.
To put him asleep?
Yes. So they could steal from him the Infinity Gauntlet.
Why would they want to do that?
Because it's pretty.
It's kind of cool. It's kind of jeweled up. And
Right?
stuff. There's a lot of bling on that.
Mad bling on that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Thanos got an album dropping next fall.
Yeah.
It's called One Snap.
Oh! Spoiler! We can spoil things out here, right?
You know what? We're gonna. If you haven't seen Infinity War, now
You better get out of here if you
Yeah.
ain't seen it yet.
Now we know better than to ask anything about Avengers 4. It's well documented that Disney has snipers, and we don't want to put any of you in danger. So feel free to dodge any sort
Disney
of
has
question.
snipers?
Disney has the House of Mouse.
Oh my God. Okay, let me take a picture of you. That's a nice shot, dude.
He's got all my pores right now.
Oh yeah. Wow, that is a close-up.
No.
That lens is so big. That picture is what we look like tomorrow. That's.
Oh my God, it's a close-up.
It's her. It's so close. It got her. It's just a picture of her eyeball.
It's kind of cool, actually. You have to reframe it a little bit, but
Right.
it's so interesting.
I'll reframe it for
You
you.
kept the left?
Yeah, I kept the left. I'll cut out that ear part and just have the eyeball. Anyway, hey, hi everybody. We're
What's
doing
up,
like
y'all?
a Q&A thing, right?
Yeah. So check it out.
Go ahead.
There are some microphones back here. If you guys
Yeah.
have some questions, you're more than welcome to line up. Just be cognizant of those people behind you. Duck down a little bit if you
Don't use
mind.
big words, okay?
I'm sorry. Be aware
There you
that
go.
there are living beings
Yes.
behind you.
Watch out, don't step on them.
Yeah, don't do that. No asking for hugs and kisses.
Cognizant, oh my God.
I'm a writer.
I ain't heard that word since high school.
Hey!
Okay, okay.
All right, we're gonna start over here on the right. How you doing, man?
I'm well. First of all, you guys don't owe us anything.
I know.
I feel like we live in this culture of me, and people they feel entitled. But Michael, you've come back like so many years in a row, no matter what you're working on, and it just fills my heart. It's amazing. So thank you.
Come back from where?
You've come back to this convention
From outer space.
Oh, yeah.
So people publicize, hey, I'm going to be there, no matter what they're working on, and people cancel, but no matter what, like, you have always been here, and you've always been passionate.
That's because I'm on to work. I can't get a job in Hollywood. I have no idea why.
Well, I do have a question. It is wrapped up in a question. So, the first movie I saw you in was Days of Thunder.
Hey.
And Cliffhanger. And I want to know, from Days of Thunder, Cliffhanger to Mallrats, which I absolutely love, by the way. How did you make the transition into playing make-believe from these strong, passionate characters that you played before, almost a villain, and now you're everyone's hero with Mary Poppins, y'all? How did you make that transition?
I don't know. You take it as it comes, man. You don't plan on it, so it just happens. You know, you get the script, you read it, and that's what you're supposed to do. It's in the script already. I don't think this stuff up. James Gunn did for Guardians of the Galaxy.
Let's go on this side. Hello.
Well, actually, he thinks it up, and then I fix it.
I was gonna say, then you do it better.
By making it probably worse. Until he says, Rooker, no! Not that way. Go ahead over there.
Hello.
Hello. In the movie Slither, how long did it take every time you had to put on that makeup?
Yeah, that was quite a makeup. That was about 7.5 hour makeup. Yeah, I know, right?
Wow.
7.5 hour makeup and about 3 hours to take off, and then we worked maybe about 6 or something like that. Yeah, but not every day was like that, because you notice there was like there were transitions between the beginning when I first got exposed to the little
Spoilers.
What the hell was that?
It
A
was
little
delicious.
snail-looking thing.
Right?
Anyway, until the alien implanted its spores inside me, and then until I was like the house monster. That took time. There was some evolution going on.
Thank you.
Cute.
Did I answer that? Was that answered?
You did.
Wow, really? Shit. I'm sorry. I don't usually answer things.
Pom, did you have a long time for any sort of prosthetics or makeup for you?
I think it was approximately an hour and 45 minutes, which is almost nothing for makeups, you know, in movies like that.
Right.
So yeah, I was kind of lucky.
Okay. See, they just don't like you.
Well, that was Slither. My makeup for Guardian was only 4 hours.
Only 4 hours.
Yeah, 3.5, 4 hours, something like that, depending on if I'm sleeping or not.
It's a lot of blue, but I
Were you
respect it.
sleeping something?
Yeah, I slept all the time. I can sleep anytime and anywhere, as you know.
Yeah, I remember.
You remember?
I mean, in the death scene, he was just like falling asleep and snoring whenever Chris Pratt had to do this beautiful.
Chris had that
Beautiful monologue,
and in between the monologue and between those words, those beautiful words, Chris is coming. They're coming out of his mouth so wonderfully, and in between you hear. And Batista's going like, should we wake him? And Gunn is like, let him sleep.
He gets angry if you wake him. Hello.
I respect from a fellow person who can sleep literally anywhere. But you guys are both very interesting people, as we all obviously know, because most people really are, though, let's be honest. But you guys are special.
Yeah, I've been called that before.
I was just wondering if there's anything that you guys wish in all of your con appearances that you wish someone would ask about and they just don't, and you just really feel like telling someone, but it just never comes up naturally in conversation.
No.
Forthright man, we like it.
I don't know.
Not for me. I don't want you people to know anything.
I like to be surprised, you know, I like when it's different. I like to see kids more. I like kids.
Yeah.
Not that she doesn't like you. She likes you.
That was a good
No,
question.
I like them to bring more dogs or, like, you know, animals.
Yeah.
Can you?
You can bring dogs here.
Yeah, can you bring animals?
Yeah, you can bring animals.
And puppies.
That's not a request right now. Like, I see different people with service animals like, I got you. We'll do that then.
Thank you.
You play that really stands out for me is the Replacement Killers. My question is, anything memorable that you might have to share from working with such a international crew? Chow Yun-fat, Danny Trejo, Mira Sorvino, all of them outstanding actors themselves.
Yes, they were, and they are. And do you want to know if there are some interesting things that happened on that set?
Anything memorable as far as you go. It doesn't have to be funny.
Oh, okay, yeah, there's memorable stuff. I almost threw up one time. They told me I had a break. I went and I had this massive hot pastrami sandwich. It was so good, and I was so hungry. This was after the scene in the car wash. Remember that scene in the car wash? It was after that scene, so I had a nice break, and I was eating, and I finished eating, and just as I finished eating, they said, oh, by the way, they wanted to finish that scene in the hallway, up the stairs. And I'm like, oh, what scene is that? And so I went over, and there is literally a 6 stories up. I had to run from the basement 6 stories up. And I had to do it several times. And I had just finished that massive sandwich, and it was not a fun experience. And yeah, so that's all I have to say.
Must have been some sandwich.
Good. That was a good experience.
That was a good
Yes.
one, yeah.
That was, yeah, it happens.
You couldn't tag in a stunt guy on that?
No, there was no stunt guy that can run like
Oh,
me.
man.
I grew up in the old neighborhood, baby. I know how to run.
It's real. Thank you. Hello.
Hello. Michael, I had a question for you. It's my sister's birthday today, and she was wondering if you could do the whistle, Yondu's whistle for her.
Oh, ready?
Happy birthday to you.
Thank you so much.
I was about to say, like, that whistle was CGI, wasn't it? Hello, young one. How are you?
Hi, little dude, girl. What? Are you a girl?
Yeah, I'm a girl.
Oh, I can't see that far.
Sorry,
Sorry.
it's far from us.
Yeah, it's far for old people to see. I'm old now, and it's hard to see. Hi.
Hi.
What's your question?
What's your question, babe?
I just wanted to know if you could demonstrate falling asleep for us.
And scene.
What a sweetheart. Thank you. Good question.
You should do that. Sleep.
made my whole heart smile. Thank you. Hello.
I had a question. When you're on the Marvel sets in costume, looking around at everyone, what's it like just seeing everyone in costume just doing everything?
What's it like seeing everyone in costume?
It's fun.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
I have a request. Could you say I'm Mary Poppins?
I'll put it to you this way. Why don't you say it for me? On three, I want you to say I'm Mary Poppins, okay?
All right.
As a matter of fact, on three, I want everybody in this auditorium to say I'm Mary Poppins, y'all. Okay, on it. 1, 2, 3. I'm Mary Poppins, y'all! Awesome, you guys are good.
Well done. Well done. On the right side here. Hello.
Hi. First of all, you both are awesome.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So, my question is what was your favorite on-set memory for Guardians of the Galaxy or Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2?
Favorite what? Memory?
Yeah, favorite on-set memory.
It's hard to pick just one. I don't know, it was just like working with James Gunn was really amazing, and, working with all these amazing characters that he wrote, and, everyone in the cast was so amazing and down to earth, and, it was really great. I love that. There's a scene in Guardians 2 at the end when we're all looking at the sky, and, we say it's beautiful, and we're all together. I mean, you're not there, sorry.
Spoilers.
It was really...
That's one of my favorite memories.
That was really beautiful, and we're listening to father and sons with an earpiece at the same time, and looking out, and it was really, we felt like a family, The Guardians.
Glad you guys got off by not being there.
They were sad.
The scene when he was dead too, I loved it. Watching him dead was really amazing. Some of my favorite moments were actually, I don't like doing this too often, but during the rehearsal period. Remember during the rehearsal period? Yeah.
We had some really fun moments.
No, it was really fun because I was doing a scene with Dave Bautista.
I wasn't going there.
But it's like pretty. Yes, you were going there.
I was not going there.
Yes. And and it's an emotional scene where I touch him. I was going to say his arm, and then I stopped, and then it sounded weird, but I touched him.
But you guys
and
were
what
very
he's going through
emotional.
in his life, and it was pretty emotional. It was rehearsals with James Gunn, Dave,
Weeping, the whole thing.
And then we saw something a little bit further. We saw his butt across the window of the door, and
Wait. They're in an emotional scene and you mooned them?
Yes. I thought it was very funny. It was a real emotional moment, and I'm all for save it for the stage, So they're in there really, and they're really having a wonderful moment, and it's very emotional, and your guys are weeping, and I even saw James Gunn go like this, and at that point I just had to drop him. And it was actually just one little cheek, because it's one of those tiny little windows like that. So
I thought it was 2.
Was it 2? Well, there was.
Oh, it's a big cheek then.
Yeah. So I have a little, yeah.
I mean, it's not the first time.
Anyway, I'm from the '60s, man. Mooning was everyday affair.
Tuesday Mooner, I got you. Nice. Hello.
Hi, my dad is legally blind and he's 85 years old, and he absolutely loves the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, both of them, and it just shows how much it appeals to young and old and everybody in between. It is also seamless. Is any of it that are your memorable lines ad-libbed by you, or was that all James Gunn?
It's all writing. It's all from the script.
Yeah, it's all James, and he's such an amazing writer that we didn't need to improvise anything because it was so good already, and it just works. So,
Yeah, it's good stuff. I mean, if it seems improvised, it's because the actors made it their own, and it doesn't seem like lines anymore. After a while, you're just doing it, and it's very natural, and it's very just.
Fluid.
Yeah, it just feels like it's just what we're just there. We're saying what we're saying. I've always said to people that there are no longer lines. By the time if you've rehearsed enough and you've done enough of your homework, it's no longer a line. And, so just calling it a line is really, you're going back like 100 steps. So it's no longer a line, it's what happens at the moment.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hello. Hello.
In the Guardians of the Galaxy.
I like the scene where Pom puts, who do you put to sleep there in the Guardians of the Galaxy? Ego, that's right.
Which one?
I like when she puts me to sleep. Yeah, it made me sleepy. What's your question?
What's your guys' next step as actors?
None of your business. I didn't decide to become an actor, I was already an actor.
How did you get floated into space?
They float you, it's really floating into space. You really float. How many of these have you had? Hey, dude, what's close?
If you had to choose, would you rather be a hero or a villain?
Depends on which one pays the most.
Other than the snipers, did Disney threaten anything if you revealed spoilers?
Disney has given me nothing but absolute positive stuff. I don't believe that.
Look at all the guns go away.
Go ahead.
Have you ever met Stan Lee?
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
What's your favorite line to say as your character? Like your character's yeah.
Out of all my roles, just Yondu, my favorite thing to say.
Yeah. I think I know his answer.
What do you think the answer is?
Well, Mary Poppins, maybe?
You think that Mary Poppins?
Yeah.
You want to come and say it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm three minutes in.
Okay. I'm Mary Poppins, y'all.
Thank you, everyone! Thank you very much!
Thank you, Michael Rooker, Pom Klementieff. Thank you guys so very much for joining us. You guys are
great. Thank you
fantastic.
very much.
Get on your feet. Clap loud. Make them proud, y'all.
Coming back outside, we're going to be at our tables, we're going to be hanging outside for some more stuff, and you guys are all welcome to come up and say hello anytime you want. Thank you, everybody.